Although we often say impact matters more than intent, how does intent potentially impact? Well, researchers in the Department of Psychology at Boston College have aimed to explore this with two simultaneous studies. In the first, they provided participants with a true, verifiable scientific fact that included a source for that data. These were then coupled with a fake headline from a news journal, either an unspecified news outlet or one of 8 actual news outlets that lean either left or right on the political spectrum. Participants were then asked to rate the intent to mislead of the news source, as well as how much they believed the truth of the scientific finding. And as you'd expect, these were correlated very strongly. The intent to deceive predicted how true or not true the participants found the data to be. And remember, this is even with a copy of the actual scientific journal separate from the news source. In other words, the intent of the news article actually changed how much people believed the data, even when the actual data source was independent of the news outlet itself. Now, in the second study, what was really interesting is they provided an independent data point to participants and then told the participants the intent of the person along with that person's statement. So for example, they might say the CEO of a small company who made $221,000 a year was asked by an employee what his annual salary was, and in an attempt to underreport his salary, he said he made $200,000. Another person, though, might have received almost the same prompt. The CEO made $221,000 a year, yada yada, but then says to correctly report his salary, he told the employee he made $200,000 a year. Notice again, the numbers are the same. The only thing that's changed is in the sentence whether or not the CEO was trying to lie or trying to tell the truth. And yet people believed that first number more if the intent of that CEO was to be truthful. So again, in summary, even when data is given with some independent source, if it is coupled with a source that we feel has bias, we tend not to believe that independent data as much. Which means